Hey, it's LMK Show and Tell here, coming at you with some amazing Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. And yes, I seriously mean amazing. We are playing Capture the Flag, and our score at the very end is just a little humiliating. Needless to say, the other team didn't do so well and started backing out at the very end, which unfortunately ruins gameplays, but when every single group we run into does this, it just sucks. So we had to upload a kind of sort of crappy one. But the first round goes pretty well. They all kind of cooperated and stayed. There weren't too many noob tubes flying around. I know we weren't using them. We kind of just had out a marathon lightweight ninja and just kind of snagged the flag and ran back most of the time. But for the most part, it was noob tube, claymore, commando free. As you can see, this is, well, not, you can't see, but it's not my footage. It's Desire's footage, but he doesn't like to commentate, as mentioned in previous videos. And so that's why I'm doing it. He's using I think that's an ACR silenced with a red dot sight. I know he's using bling, so he's probably using a silencer. If you can hear the bullets on the thing, it might be FMJ. I don't know. I don't have sound on my copy. But nonetheless, he's using bling, so it's most likely a silencer and red dot. Capture the flag. We don't usually play capture the flag. We kind of just started since it's the end of Modern Warfare 2. It's surprisingly empty in the playlist, which is disappointing. Like 1,500 people. I know it's like, oh, that's not empty. World of War only has 1,500 people online. Yeah, but this PlayStation 3, and you run into the same people over and over, and if you're running a team of 6, the chances of you getting and staying in a game are so low, it just sucks. Other than consistently playing Capture the Flag now, we've also learned how to play Capture the Flag somewhat properly. For instance, when you're running into a situation with 4 people and there's one of you left, it's best to stay alive and just flank around like normal gameplay. Sorry, that was a really crappy example, but people, when there's 4 people and you're one left, they'll be like, what the let them run into their spawn and kill them all. Ha ha ha. Even though it's on a respawn time limit, I'm going to do it anyway, and then they can take our flag and run back. No. Do not do that. See, this idiot takes the flag and runs to a building. No, don't do that. Is capture the flag. If you're playing in a pub match and they don't know what they're doing, if you have the flag, run right down the friggin' middle. If there are people in the middle, run to the side. Do not go into buildings in your own spawn and camp there, or go up to a second floor unless you know you can go straight with it. You want to take the shortest route and most safe route from their flag to your flag. Because if you don't do that, they're going to kill you. Like when we play, like we've already captured one flag here. I think we're about to capture another. Yeah, we just captured another. But when we play, if the little kill thing comes on, I mean, like all 6 of us, whether we have the flag or not, we're like laser vision right on their helmet or right on their name, because we need to kill them and return that flag. So there's a predator missile, you use that thing. Like that's just how it works. It's like 1 guy left, 4 guys left. I'm not anywhere near them. Predator missile, go. For the most part, kill streak wise, we all run 3, 4, 5. Personal, well, not all of us, but usually 4 of us. Personally, myself, I run it with hardline because you know what? UAV counter UAV in sabotage and capture the flag. UAV counter UAV. Well, even any game mode is probably the best. What's the word I'm looking for? The best compound of kill streaks. That is a very molecular word, a compound, but yes, a compound of kill streaks of 3, 4, and 5. Because the fact is, in these games with respawn timers, you're gonna die often. If you just camp this game, unless like you're defending, like our defenders, I know CS40 was defending this game. I think he was running 579 or 5711 or something, and that's perfectly fine because you don't expect to die. But when you're rushing, you want to use 345. Because if you get a 2-man spray and you die, well, that's, that kind of sucks. But if you're running hardline, it's like, hey, I just got a UAV. Maybe I'll have a UAV up next time and do that and survive. But other than kill streaks and marathon lightweight, that's pretty much the only tips I can give you for capture the flag. We don't do game battles, although we probably should try it just because there's a broader capture the flag community, and getting these scores, like right now we're 5-0 in this game, is a little ridiculous. I know there are 3 people trading off capturing flags this round. Most of the time we just kind of get three people there, park two, one runs with them, and then the other one grabs the flag as soon as we cap it. End of the round, I think people are leaving now. 6-0? I think, yeah, I think we go 6-0. Pretty sure we do. Yeah, that was a pretty generous first round for them. So for us to only go 6-0. Because we go a little cap crazy in the second part, which is almost not even worth putting up. Like, there were 4 to 5 people in there in the lobby still on their team. Like, they kept backing out, but they kept trading off people and leaving and coming back. So there was about, I'd say, 5 people on their team the whole time. At the very end, a couple guys left, I know that, and that was unfortunate, but I wish people would stop leaving. It's like, you can spawn trap us with your one-man army nuke tubes and take them out. I don't even know how they got the Pablo. That is out of question for me. Must have been a care package. No, I say that because when they're 6-0 in flags, you don't really understand why there's a Pablo. It's like, they're not killing your flag runner, and they're not getting any other kills because Desire's still alive. No, I'm kidding. Watching his gameplay, he's had a couple times. But, capture the flag. That is my capture the flag little ramble. While I talk for another 5 minutes about absolutely nothing. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, we PlayStation 3 people, Xbox people, if you're playing capture the flag and we're 7-0 on you, just keep fighting. Don't one-man army nuke too, but think of a strategy, man. Like, we have people, usually have 1 or 2 people on the flag. If they're a crappy team like this, well, not even that they're crappy, that they had a bad game, we'll just go to 1 and then go 5 and keep rushing back and forth for humiliating scores. But, maybe switch up your defense. Maybe go for more defense and less offense. 3 people defending a flag and 3 people going forward is pretty effective if 5 people are rushing at you, because, 3 versus 5 and they're kind of popping out of corners and you're in a lockdown positioning down sight. You're probably going to kill them if you have any decent motor skills. But if not, well, that's unfortunate, and you probably shouldn't even be playing the game in the first place. I mean, sorry, but noob tubes are not a crutch for people without motor skills. And looking at Black Ops footage, noob tubes aren't going to work too well. So again, we're at 9-0 right now with flags. Or sorry, we are 9-0 right now with flags. I'll use a more announcerific voice. But okay, 3 people on their team right now. But anyway, we did play a few games after this where they captured at least 1 or 2 flags on us. I know we won a game that was 4 flags captured by us and 1 flag captured by them in the first round. I wish he would have been part of this, because Desire, the person who films in HD now, was not part of this. And that sucks, because we have to have good games with him, not good games by ourselves, because if we don't have good games with him, they don't get put up. And it's unfortunate, but, that stuff happens. This is a PG channel, I do not swear, even though in Bruce Almighty he was like, F you, and the movie was like PG or G, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, see, I kind of spun it off topic there. I haven't talked much about the gameplay other than the amount of flags we've been capturing, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you're watching Call of Duty for the gameplay still, good for you. You probably came into the game late or just want to see a new game mode that's hardly ever showcased. There's nothing too exciting. This gameplay is more him defending than rushing, or kind of going mid-map and taking people off. He got his Harriers there. I wonder if he's going to use them. I can't remember. I think I captured 4 flags this round. I wasn't really running. As soon as we capture about 6, I don't go too crazy. I just kind of run people back. Speaking of running people back, if you capture a flag, always have someone in front or behind the person, because if that person dies, oh wait, the person in front of you better turn around and take over that position really quickly, so that way, flag makes it back. If the flag doesn't make it back, well, then you don't get a point, and if the flag runner grabs it and returns it, then Go does his own. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Actually, I will give one more tip for pub matches. In public matches, I know I say not in competitive, but I haven't played competitive, so I don't want to say in matches, because that could mean, oh, maybe in competitive I should do this too, but I wouldn't do this. In public matches, on, like, say, Wasteland, take the longest distance across the side if the other team is decent. Because if you take a course way along the side of the map, in order for them to return that flag, they have to run all the way out there. And if they're running out in the open, like San Wasteland, you go to the church, or I guess the church wouldn't be bad, but the graveyard sort of along church side, and you drop it there, they're gonna have to run out in the open to go and return that flag. And since you spawn sort of in that car area, you can take them out before they get to the flag because they gotta run across the field unless they want to go all the way around the back. But by then you can capture it. So the idea is kind of, leave them open, leave yourself closed, and that's the end of the game. 17 flags to 0 flags. Poor guys. That's all I can say.